What's up, everybody? It's It's back to another video, and in this video, I'm gonna be talking about something that I really wanted to talk about for a while. And this thing is, I don't know why it's such a common thing nowadays with all the new technology and new systems and all this. This thing would be a problem at this point, but what I'm talking about in this video is game sizes, how big the files are for each of these games, these major AAA games, and hell, even like indie games at this point are just massive amount of space in your gigabytes or your storage or whatever for your Xbox or your PlayStation, your computers, on your external drives. And what made me want to make this video is, so those are leaked on PlayStation Store or something where the new Call of Duty 2021 alpha or whatever was supposed to be 35 gigabytes, and I was like, 35 gigabytes is a lot for basically a demo of a game. And it made me really think about all these games that I have on my Xbox right now, my computer and all this, and how big these games are. If you really just look at your games, there are games like Borderlands. I have Borderlands 3 on my computer. That shit is like 115 gigabytes. Games that's like 115 gigabytes, that used to be like 20 games basically on the 360. You won't even have 100 gigabytes on the Xbox 360. Like all those games, those last gen games that you will see on the 360, PS3, once it gets transferred over to backwards compatibility on the Xbox, you can see it's 7 gigabytes. Left 4 Dead is 7 gigabytes. Left 4 Dead 2 is 7 gigabytes. Modern Warfare 2 is like, everything was like 7 gigabytes. Basically 100 gigabytes back then on the Xbox 360s was like 7 gigabytes. And nowadays it's insane. Like these games, like GTA is over 100 gigabytes. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, if you want to play single player, multiplayer, and the Warzone game mode or whatever, you will need at least 250 gigabytes of space just to download the game, just to play it. And if you really think about it, some people still have Xbox Ones and maybe they don't have the external drive and they only have 500 gigabytes. That is half your space, or more than half your space, because it's it's going to be downgraded. So you might actually have 400 something gigabytes left over because of the all the other stuff the Xbox needs to download when you start up the Xbox. What needs space for. So it's crazy why are these games so big? Why are these games and then I'm looking up some stuff on Google and all that. Quantum Break, what the hell is Quantum Break? And it's 178 gigabytes. Like, what's up with these companies not compressing these files down to what they need to be? Like Destiny 2 is 165 gigabytes. Red Dead 150, Red Dead Redemption 2 is 150. How does Red Dead Redemption 1 be like, what is Red Dead Redemption 1, like maybe 8 gigabytes at max? Now it's 150 gigabytes, and these games are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I just don't understand. The quality is going lower, but these games are getting bigger, and it just makes no sense at this point. These systems are coming out with, let's say the Series X I bought, it came with 1,000 gigabytes. It says it's 1,000 gigabytes, and then when you actually load it up and all that, it's going to be like 800 gigabytes, usually around somewhere around there, because all the other stuff the Xbox needs to use from the storage. That's like, there's not enough space at this time anymore, and they want you, I don't know what PlayStation's doing, but Xbox, they want you to buy $200 worth, one terabyte external drive basically, and they wanted you to pay $200 for that. It's just insane. Like, that's still not enough to play like let's say you want 10 games on your Xbox. There's no way you're gonna get that. These games, like, let's say if you want to play Call of Duty and you still want to download Warzone, and you still want to have Cold War. Let's say you want to download Battlefield, you want to download like Forza, you're almost to the limit right there. All those games are 150 or above gigabytes. These games need to shrink down. I just don't understand. Like, I'm looking right now on this website, PCGamer.com, and it's showing that Hitman 2 is 149 gigabytes. And some of these games have DLCs with them, and that makes kind of sense, but at the same time it doesn't, because these DLCs should not be 20 gigabytes. You know what I mean? Like, Gears of War has updates every week, and the updates about like 7 gigabytes each. Right now Gears of War 5 is like 100 something gigabytes, and it should not be that. these games should not be more than 50 gigabytes, because that is, I know what they're trying to do. I know what Call of Duty is trying to do. They're trying to take all the space from every other game and just have Call of Duty as your only game. If you want to play Call of Duty, you can't play anything else. That's how they want it, basically. That's how I see them. Call of Duty has the biggest one, because their games is basically trash, and they want the most space off your storage. And it's insane how big these stores are. Like even if you take off Warzone, it's 180 gigabytes, and it's just crazy how these games used to be like 5 gigabytes, 7 gigabytes, and now they're quadruple how much it used to be. Like right now, I have on my computer, I have a 1 terabyte extra on my external drive, whatever, plugged into my computer. So my computer is pretty fine. I'm not gonna, it's not. I always have space for whatever I need to download. But on Xbox, I don't have a terabyte plugged into it. So I only have 500 gigabytes, and some terabytes on some like external drives don't even work on it. On the new Xboxes, the new PlayStation, so it makes it even more like difficult to deal with this kind of stuff. And I don't know how these new games are going to be. Like now I have to delete a game just to play another game. If I want to buy this game, I need to delete it. And one other thing that's really annoying is this has been happening since Xbox One came out, but like 2013 Xbox One. If you buy a disc, why do we have to install it on the Xbox? What's the point of that? What's the point of the disc? Like really, if you really think about it, you buy a disc, you just plug it in, you put it in, you play it. If you want something digital, then yeah, you download it off the store. But if you buy a disc, you still have to put in the disc and then download the game. What the hell is the disc there for? I don't know, man. I have to delete games after games, and it's kind of getting annoying now since all of these new games are coming out. And I still want to play some other games. I still want to, have Gears 5 downloaded. I still want to have, Attack on Titan or Mass Effect or whatever stuff downloaded on the Xbox. But I have to delete some of these games because all these other games are coming out. So I have to get, I have to have space for Battlefield. I have to get space for Forza, and I have to get space for like Back 4 Blood and all that. So I don't know, man. I guess I have to get a 2 terabyte at this point, just to not worry about these kind of stuff with deleting games, and just getting enough space to play the games I actually want to play, and have space to games I actually want to keep. But yeah, that's gonna be just a video, guys. Just one of my thoughts about what Call of Duty is doing with their space, the storage of the file sizes, and all these other games that's doing the same thing with them, and how it's actually a big problem, but not a lot of people are talking about it. And I just want to give you guys my thoughts about it. And yeah, that'll be the video, guys. Make sure to drop a like on this video, make sure to subscribe, make sure to comment down below what you guys' thoughts are on these file sizes for these newer games, and I'll see you guys in the next video.